Told everybody silence their phone and mine ain't. Imagine. Be like that sometimes. Shalom, shalom. Okay. Good sound. As always. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started, man. It's been a while. Let's clap it up. All right, welcome back. Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. You understand? Since 1969, the ISUPK has been bringing out the truth of the Bible, the truth that every so-called Black, every so-called Hispanic, and every so-called Native American are the true Jews of the Bible, all right? And that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And as we always like to clarify, when we say devil, we don't mean, that thing that they try to put in your scary movies to scare you with the horns and the sharp teeth and the pitchfork and the tail. You understand? That's not what we mean by devil. Devil means deceiver, right? And if there's anything halfway common sense that you should know about dealing with someone who is deceptive, is you should be very cautious about what you take in from someone who is deceptive. You understand? Like if someone who is deceptive tells you something, you should give pause to pause. You should hesitate before you completely ingest what it is they're telling you and then going and living your life by that. That's a very dangerous way to live. You understand? When you're dealing with, being deceived and being lied to. It would behoove you to, again, stay guarded. You understand? But the most important thing you can do is you should definitely seek counsel. You understand? And seek clarification and seek guidance from, men who are above you that aren't so easily deceived and duped and finessed and hustled. You understand? And that's what the ISUPK is here for today. You understand? The ISUPK is full of brothers who, who are not so easily deceived by the oppressor, who don't just take everything that the oppressor says and, takes it at face value. You understand? Everything that comes from the oppressor is highly scrutinized and researched and considered and weighed, you understand, before anyone just, goes off the deep end and finds themselves destroyed behind following after lies. You understand? And there's a place where, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans love to run to, to get answers. But unfortunately, all the answers that we get from this certain place are only things that come from our oppressor. So then we find ourselves shocked when the answers we go to seek for the problems that we have in our community, those answers don't really solve anything. Those answers don't help a damn thing. It just makes the matters worse. You understand? And of course, the place I'm talking about is the Christian church. You understand? I know I've been blazing on the Christian church the past few classes, but I'll stop when, you understand, Captain Shaparia tells me to stop. You understand? Like, you cut them some slack. Because, I don't feel the need myself to cut them no slack because they certainly aren't cutting our people any slack. I turn on TikTok and I see these so-called pastors and these so-called prophets and these so-called healers and these so-called ministers and these so-called bishops on these social media platforms, not just in the, in addition to the churches that they, are able to secure, utilizing the financial resources of our community. You understand? There's billions of dollars that are pumped into churches every year. You understand? From desperate people looking for answers to their problems. There's no shortage of problems in our community. So we run to the church for answers. We give them all of our money, and they tell us a bunch of garbage. You understand? A bunch of garbage that our oppressor loves for them to tell us. Our oppressor loves to. I sit back and I think how our oppressor must feel when he sees like a video clip of a black church having a service, and people are just dancing around, you understand, and falling out and talking all this gibberish. I imagine our oppressor gets a good kick out of that. You understand? Looking at these people who are so desperate, being told lies, you understand, instead of the truth. The truth is that our desperation stems from oppression. All the desperation in the black community, all the poverty, all of the drugs, all of the broken homes, you understand, all of the fatherless families, the prison system, the failed school systems, all of this is a byproduct of the oppressor being the devil that the Bible speaks of. So we go to the church for these solutions, and we are told to cluck like a chicken to fix what the oppressor is doing to us. You understand? We are told to talk a bunch of gibberish, speak in tongues, should have bought a Honda, right? We're told to do that to get, some type of relief from the oppression that we're under. You understand? We are told to pray to a white Jesus, better known as Caesar Borgia in real life, the portrait that everybody looks at and, oh, that's Jesus. That picture of that white guy, we're told to pray to him, and he'll fix all of our problems. We're told to, what they say, just have faith, right? Just got to have faith. You know what I'm saying? Life sucks, but you just got to have faith. Maserati?
Let go and let God.
Man, tell me about it. They say, let go and let God. Have faith. You understand? We're trying to get up out of this condition, right? We're trying to, again, we're desperate, man. We are a destroyed people, according to the Bible and according to all the statistics. A destroyed people, destroyed for lack of knowledge. Destroyed for lack of knowledge. Someone want to pull that from me? Anybody know what scripture that is? One of you young men? All right, Ali, y'all go ahead and pull it. Get a brother a hand. There's some bedrock scriptures we're going to have, you know what I'm saying? On this shore, we're going to understand this. You understand? We are destroyed, man, for lack of knowledge. You got that, warrior? Go ahead and read that.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
My
people are destroyed.
All right. Now, one thing I want you to slow down after my people. Okay? You got to pause. Is there a comma there? But you understand what it's saying? All right. Try it again from the top.
My people.
My people. You understand? The Lord has a people. Everybody understand that? The Lord has a favorite, chosen, special people. You know what I mean? Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You understand? It says the Lord has chosen us to be a special people, man. A holy people. Right? The Lord has a favorite people. And what is it about the Lord's people? Go ahead.
Are destroyed.
Are what?
Are destroyed.
Are doing fine.
Destroyed.
Living their best life.
Are destroyed.
Things couldn't be any better.
Destroyed.
We are destroyed, man. Keep reading.
For lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
We are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We know everything. I mean, think about, all right, 20 years ago, damn, I guess, 25 years ago, there wasn't really an internet. You understand? Like, I don't want to say there wasn't an internet. 20 years ago, there certainly wasn't any social media, right? There was no Facebook. There was no, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, right? There weren't these things where you just get flooded with information, right? But we sit here today in 2022, and everybody in here has a smartphone. And on that smartphone, each of you have probably every single app that I just named. You understand? Where you can get all kinds of information, right? But we can't confuse information with knowledge. Information is just, I mean, lies are technically information, aren't they? Huh? If I tell you today's Friday, I just gave you some information, but it's not true. You can't really do anything with that, right? There's a difference between information and knowledge. The Lord's people are chosen, are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Not lack of information, lack of knowledge, lack of the type of information that you can actually do something wise with. Okay? We're destroyed because we don't have any real knowledge. And that knowledge is what the ISUPK has been bringing out since 1969. That the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Jews of the Bible. So when we get into this book, we have to understand that we are the people that this Bible, that everybody in the world covets and knows about this book and these historical records. Everybody knows about it. But this is ours, man. This is our book. This is our knowledge. This is the information for the Lord's chosen people. So when we find out that, okay, that's who we are, now we have to dig a little bit deeper and find out, okay, if this is who I am, what does that mean for me? What do I have to do now? What is the expectation? And in this book, it describes the Lord's, the Most High's expectations of his children. To make it a little simpler for you to understand, it's the culture that he wanted his children to keep. You understand? In the sight of all the other nations who have their own cultures and their own philosophies, their own ways of doing things, the Lord called his children to act a certain way, to eat certain things, to deal with each other a certain way, to refrain from some activities, you understand? To engage in others. A way to live. That's the knowledge that the children of Israel have gotten away from. That's what we've turned away from. And because of that, read that again, my people.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
We are now destroyed for lack of knowledge. Everybody understand that? So we're going to get into it. Let me get 2 Timothy, Salakia, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. We're going to continue in this Fables series. You understand? You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3.
Go ahead.
For the time will come.
For the time will come. This is prophetic. You understand? This is, we have to understand that there's going to come a time. Keep reading.
When they will not endure sound doctrine.
When they, who's the they? I'm one. Who's us? The Israelites, the children of Israel. You understand? The Most High's chosen people. There's going to come a time where the Most High's chosen people, go ahead.
Will not endure.
Will not what?
Endure.
What does it mean to endure? What does it mean to endure? Aliyah? Listen to, take it. General Muhammad would say, you're on the right street. You're coming around the corner. I'm a one. To follow or accept. Yeah, kind of. You guys are almost there. Endure. Think about endurance, like endurance in a sport or in a race. Endurance. You understand? Maserat?
Google definition.
You Googled the definition? Hold on. Go ahead. Let's hear it. What's the definition of endure?
Suffer something painful or difficult patiently.
Suffer something painful or difficult. What it said?
Patiently.
Patiently. You understand? So that means that you're experiencing hardship. You're going through something that would be considered a test, right? Something that's not easy, something that's not, in your mind or in your opinion at the time, preferable or favorable, right? It says that there's going to come a time where the Lord's people will not be able to patiently stand, you understand, and deal with
Sound doctrine.
sound doctrine. All right. That sound, anybody know what that sound doctrine is that the children of Israel didn't want to endure or didn't want to stand or didn't want to, last? I'm one. Aliyah Shalakia.
The Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments.
Give him a hand. The Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. The instructions. You understand? Like a parent gives their child rules and expectations, man. And sometimes that child gets tired of hearing his parent, or, chastise them. You understand? Or giving them boundaries and restrictions, right? The children of Israel couldn't stand that. We got tired of the Lord telling us what we could and couldn't eat. And you want to know what made us, you want to know what kind of added to that, that agitation or that temptation? Anybody know? Maserati?
Following the Christ's culture.
Yeah, get brother in hand. That's it. Like the thing that made keeping the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments and keeping his culture, what made it difficult is we would look at all the other cultures around us and say, well, they get to, celebrate birthdays and Christmas, huh? They get to, eat all the pork and shrimp, crab, and lobster. My dad told me not that I can't. You understand? And you look at them and to them, it's a delicacy. And they're just, they just look so happy with all of their orgy parties, dealing with the Halloween and the New Year's Eve and the Easter, which is a whole fertility festival. You understand? Like, we looked at these other nations, man, and these other customs with their gods and their silly beliefs, and we didn't want to hear our Father telling us, no, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. We didn't want it. We didn't want restrictions. You understand? So we couldn't endure, man. We couldn't endure sound doctrine. So what happens if you don't endure something? What do you do? Aliyah? You quit, man. You give up. You said, man, them rules, man, I ain't keeping them rules, man. I'm not following them laws. I'm going to go eat what I want to eat. I'm going to go celebrate what I want to celebrate. I'm going to go love who I want to love. I'm going to go do what I want to do. For the time will come. Go ahead.
They will not endure sound doctrine.
Go ahead. And instead of enduring sound doctrine, go ahead.
But after their own lust.
After their own what?
Lust.
After their own lust, those things that they want to do, that those urges, you understand? That temptation, right? All of those emotions and following your heart, you understand? And hell, I guess think about an addiction. If you understand addiction, then you'll understand lust, right? Something that you just have to have. You want it bad. You want it. You want to smoke that crack, right? You want to, smoke that weed. You want to smoke that cigarette, huh? You want to sleep with that prostitute, right? You want to punch your brother in the mouth. You want to shoot your brother, huh? You sisters want to gossip. You want to talk about that other sister that thinks she's all this and that. And you have to express how much she is not all of that. How we are not the same. You understand? Like those urges, those are things that you probably know you shouldn't do, right? You probably know it ain't the right thing to do. But don't you feel the need to do it? Don't you, you just can't help yourself. So you do it. you do it. That's what it is. Read that part again.
For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine,
Go ahead.
but after their own lust.
But after their own lust, those things that they want to do, not the things that you were told to do, not the restrictions you were given, not the obedience that you're supposed to have, not the discipline you're supposed to have, not the self-control you're supposed to have, not the discretion you're supposed to have, not the maturity and the responsibility that you're supposed to have. Only what you feel like doing, only what you prefer and what you desire. After their own lusts, go ahead.
Shall they heap to themselves teachers?
They heap to themselves teachers. Here's the thing. Boy, if this ain't a heavy piece of this verse, we heap to ourselves teachers. You know all right. Name some of the teachers in the Black community. I guess. But anybody know what this could be talking about? If people who are heaping to themselves or gathering to themselves teachers. What does that mean? Let's break that down a little bit. We're heaping to ourselves teachers. Aliyah. Someone to tell them they're right. Give them a hand. Give that brother a hand. This is exactly what this scripture means, right? So who do we in the Black community go to tell us that we're right? Like, who do we go to? One?
Pastors of the Christian church.
That give him a strong hand. the pastors of the Christian church, man. You understand? Or anyone else that we might go to? Anyone else? What about our politicians? Who do we vote for? Huh? That politician that's going to legalize marijuana so we can get high as we want to? Huh? What, we go vote for the politician that's going to legalize and stand for and push gay marriage? Huh? And push gay agendas in schools? Huh? What about we go to some imam, you understand? Some Rastafarian, guru or something. Will Smith went and talked to a guru after he slapped Chris Rock. I'm like, what in the world? You understand? And then I heard his apology the other day. That's what you got from the guru. Seemed like the guru just told you what you wanted to hear. You understand? Like that was rough. We go to a guru. We go to psychics and tarot card readers, right? To tell us that, we're going to get that job, to tell us that we're going to get that mansion, that our business is going to thrive, right? We go to them, right? We go to, anybody that'll tell us. You know who else we go to? Our disgusting friends. Huh? We run to our friends and our girlfriends just tell us everything we want to hear, right? She get the parrot in what you saying, like, you right, girl. I can't believe she did that, right? And us brothers, we guilty of the same thing. You understand? We have the alt with a brother instead of going to him and him alone. We go talk to another brother, like, man, check out this. Check out what this joker did. You see what I'm saying? Like, this joker did this, that, and that, this and that, and 9 times out of 10, the brother that you went to talk to about it is going to tell you how right you are and how messed up it is. The other brother, you understand? So he's gonna be right on your side. But you know who we all are guilty of going to? And this one surpasses I believe the Christian church and the pastor, man. Because this catches everybody. Who do we go to? This is so profound. Who have all of us gone to teach us? Maserat,
Ourselves?
get that brother a strong hand. We sit there and go right to ourselves, huh? We sit right there and we get to thinking and contemplating and meditating, huh? And figuring it out on our own, man. Thinking we got it. And we always come up with the right answer, right? We always right. I remember when I was in the world getting high off marijuana, I had a million reasons why marijuana is okay, right? Why it is okay to get high. Why it is just fine. It is not an issue. It grows from the ground and all of this stuff. And it's just, hey, Salakia, is there a problem? Next time, just raise your hand. The brother on Shamar will come attend to you very, what I'm saying? You don't need your mother's permission to go to the back of the classroom. You understand? She does not run this. You everybody understand? All right? But no sweat. Getting up, getting some condiments for your coffee, that's a small thing, okay? All right. So where were we at? We just talked about, how we become our own teachers, man. And we always find a way to justify what it is we do, right? Like our sisters will find a way to justify why her man shouldn't be able to have more than one woman. Why he should only have her, and she should be the everything in his world. You understand? She can justify how he belongs to her, right? Oh, you keep listening to that voice that knows everything. And there's a long history of sisters who end up by themselves, listening to themselves. You understand? So again, it would behoove us to not be so quick to heap to ourselves a teacher that's just going to tell us that what we feel like doing and that what's comfortable to us and what we like and what we prefer and what we desire is a good thing to do or is a good thing to understand, right? Keep reading.
Having itching ears.
Having itching ears. Like, please tell me that what I want to do is right. Please tell me that, getting high ain't bad, ain't wrong. Tell me. Please tell me that the law is done away with. Please tell me I can eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. Please tell me. Please tell me I can celebrate my birthday and celebrate Christmas. I keep hearing these people talk about all these restrictions and these things we can't do because we're the Most High's chosen people, and I shouldn't be doing this. But I don't like that. I like celebrating Christmas. Can't we celebrate Christmas? And they say, yeah, go ahead, rock out. We heap to ourselves teachers, according to our own lusts with itching ears. Keep reading.
Verse 4. And they shall turn away their ears.
And we turn away our ears, man. Once we find that one person that says, you know what you think is right, what you feel like doing, that desire you have and you want to act on, you can go ahead and do it. The second they hear that confirmation, go ahead.
From the truth.
They turn away their ears from the truth. The truth that they heard that said, man, maybe you shouldn't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. Maybe it's bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it is disgusting when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it. You understand? Maybe that those shellfish on the bottom of the ocean aren't really intended to be ingested and digested by humans, man. Maybe they're disgusting. Maybe they're riddled with parasites. It took me a while to get off the seafood, you know what I'm saying, like the shellfish. But after I kind of, accepted it, in retrospect and looking back at it, I can't think of a more disgusting smell than like crab shells after you've had them. Have you ever been past the trash can that has crab shells in them? That is a unique, terrible odor. Like that is, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any lawful food that gets like that. You understand? Like especially after it's been cooked. Like this is what the byproduct of it being cooked and now sitting out smells like. That's a rough one. You understand? And even eating it, you know how much salt and spices and seasoning you got to put on that to make it tolerable? Maybe we shouldn't be eating. If we got to do all that to it, maybe we shouldn't be eating. You understand? But we heap ourselves teachers, man, having itching ears, man. We just want to do what we want to do. And we turn away our ears from hearing the truth, man. Away from hearing the truth. Go ahead.
And shall be turned unto fables.
Shall be turned unto what?
Fables.
Shall be turned unto fables. Anybody know what a fable is? Or what fable means in this context? Sis?
Something that's not true.
Yeah, like a story that's not true. You understand? Give her a hand. Like a story that's not true. It's that lie we wanted to be told. You know what I'm saying? That confirmation that we wanted. It's just not true. You understand? It's just not true, brothers and sisters. It's not. If you battling the demon of homosexuality, right? I don't. There's anyone who tells you that it's fine, it's okay, it's natural, it's your choice, and all of that stuff. They can say they could pass whatever laws they want. You understand? They could pass all the laws. It doesn't make it true. You understand? It doesn't make it a good idea. But here we are sitting in the Christian church being told anything we want to hear. You understand? Anything. And then what kills me is they don't even bring it out the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even really bring it out the Bible. They just give it. The pastor just pulls it out of his, pulls it out of his hat. You know what I'm saying? I was going to say something else, but they just say, yeah. I talked to the Lord. The Lord told me to tell you. You understand? Go ahead and leave that no good husband of yours. You understand? He out there he got another girlfriend or another wife. Leave him. You can do better than him. You understand? The Lord wants you to leave him. Or the Lord told me it's okay. He knows what's in your heart. It's okay if a man is attracted to another man. You understand? It's okay if the choir director, you know what I'm saying, has a life partner or a husband. You understand? Like it's okay. God said it's okay. But we're gonna get into one of the things that they tell us in the Christian church, man. And that's this, I saw it. I don't know why, but the past week on TikTok, I've been seeing a lot of these so-called prophets, man, and these pastors doing some weird stuff, man, in the name of faith, right? In the name of faith, just this silly idea of what faith is and how it works. So, anybody here know what faith is? Faith, ain't never heard the word faith. Gotta have faith. I'll wait for an answer. In education, they teach you to wait, not bailing you out with the answer. Everybody's going to answer. I'll come around to you. Go in order, go in rank order. Maserati.
Would it be like believing in something you don't see?
Yeah, kind of like believing in something you don't see. Yeah, that's pretty. That's accurate. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking like a Christian's perspective, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like I should have been more clear, right? And you still on the right track. But like, you ask a Christian, what is faith? You know what I'm saying? And how does faith work? And what is, you know what I'm saying? What is this thing called faith? That the whole I get to call it a religion. Their whole religion hinges on it. How are y'all? Yeah, trusting and believing, like this kind of hope thing, right? I'm a one. Give him a hand. I'm sorry. He actually really just nailed it. Like he nailed the UP. Well, he nailed the reality of it. You understand? In case you ain't here, he said that that faith is laziness, man. You understand? That thing is laziness, man. Like it is. Here's the Christian church, right? All right, you got, let's say, a brother, right? Give your sisters a break. We've been leaning on y'all a little bit tonight. Say you got a brother, right? And he wants to improve his financial situation. He's broke, you know what I'm saying? Brother barely making ends meet. He wants more money in his pocket to do things with. You understand? Well, in church, what the brother could do is go to church first off. That's the pastor's first expectation. You got to come here, right? You go to church. And the pastor says, well, somebody out here wants an increase. Somebody in the audience is desiring to make more money. You understand? You've been contemplating how to do it, and the Lord's telling me that you're battling with this, right? Well, here's what the Lord wants you to do. He wants you to take all the money that is in your pocket, whether it be much or little, and bring it up here and put it in the offering plate to give to me, right? Excuse me, to give to God, to give to God. Come put your money in the plate. God's telling me that if you come put your money in the plate, if you're obedient and you listen to the words of his prophet right now, you come put all your money in the plate, that he is going to triple your money by next week. You understand? You're going to triple it. You're going to have 3 times whatever it is you put in this plate. So the way that this faith thing works is, and you have to believe too. You know what I'm saying? If you believe that this is true, you got to bring that money up there, put it in there, and then we'll just wait and see. Now, the sad, disgusting thing about it is in a week, when this brother does not have all the money that was told to him, the pastor gets to say, well, you didn't have enough faith. You understand? You know, you didn't have enough faith. It's on you. If you had gave the money and had faith that you were really going to get it, then you would have got it. Now that's the faith in the Christian church. They do that not just with money. You know, someone will say, you know, Pastor, pray for me. My you know, they telling me to get ready to cut my foot off, right? And the pastor will say, you know what? They're not gonna cut your foot off. You're healed. Have faith. Smack you in your forehead. Well, if you got enough faith, then you're not gonna have to cut that foot off, man. Gangrene or not. You understand? It's such a terrible principle that the church misunderstands and abuses its congregants behind. You understand? Our people get abused behind this idea of faith, where you just got to make wishes and have faith that it works. And that's not the way it works in the Bible. That's a fable. All right. That's a fable. This is not your birthday. It's almost like, you know, think about on your birthday back in the world when you celebrate birthdays, you know, you get your cake, you get your candles, right? What'd you do to the candles? Blow them out? Did you have to could you just blow them out one by one, or did you have to blow them all out all at once? Anybody familiar with the custom, sis? You had to blow them out all at once? Why'd you have to blow, like, what's the difference between blowing them out one at a time or all at once? What's the condition? Like, what happens if you blow them all out at once? Anybody know what the reward is? Maserati?
Your wish to come true?
Oh, yeah. So you make a wish, and then you blow the candles out. If you could blow all the candles out in one swoop, right, then your wish gets to come true, right? I don't know about y'all. I used to make some big wishes. I didn't hold back. You understand? Needless to say, none of them ever came true. It's a fable. You understand? It's not how it works, is it? You understand? Like you don't get things for blowing out candles, right? Like that's not how it works. It's the same thing with faith. We sit in a Christian church, and they've taught us that we just get to sit in there, cry, hug, sing songs, right? Fall out on the floor, dance. You get to crip walk and get the promotion. You get the crip walk and get off drugs. Fables, man. Disgusting lies, man, that have led to, it's funny, right? It's funny, but it's not funny. You get it? This is what we've been turned to instead of, how about just not do it because our Father told us not to. How about just get strong, right? Get around brothers and sisters who don't, and get your strength back and learn to control yourself and fight against your lusts and your desires. Can we try that for a change? Let's see if that gets brothers and sisters off of drugs. Spoiler alert, that's how it's done. You understand? You come into the ISUPK and we teach you how to be strong and resist that type of temptation, right? Like that's how it works. It doesn't work by You know what I'm saying? Doing the funky chicken. It don't work like that, right? Line dancing in church, whatever. So let me get James chapter 2, verse 14. James chapter 2, verse 14. Aliyah,
James chapter 2, verse 14.
go ahead.
What doeth it profit?
What? Read that word again. Read that again. Doth. Go ahead.
What doth it profit?
What doth it profit? What does it profit? What good is it? What good is it? Go ahead.
My brethren.
My brothers, you understand? The people that I care about, what good does it do? Go ahead.
Though a man say he hath faith.
For a man to say, oh, I got faith. I got faith, everything's going to be all right. Right? I got faith that the bills will be paid. I got faith that, I'm not going to get shot in the street by the cops. Huh? Go ahead.
And have not work.
And have not what?
Work.
Have not works. What good does it to say you have faith and not works?
Can faith save them?
Well, let's hang on that works part and not work. You got faith, but not works. So let's say, all right. Let's say you're sitting at the table, right? Birthday party. Got your cake, got your candles. And let's say you wish that your bedroom will be clean. Will just get cleaned. So you close your eyes, you blow the candles out. Candles out. You got faith that your room's going to be clean. What good is it to sit there and just have faith that your room's going to get cleaned and not works? What would the works be in this scenario? Want to go put in the work to clean the room. Go clean it. It sounds like abracadabra, man. You want your room clean. You got faith that one day your room is going to get clean. What can you do about it? Oh, yeah. Go clean it. You got faith and you got works. This wish and this hope, this magic genie type of, way of living where you just make wishes that things happen. And then there's some elbow grease. Am I saying elbow grease? I don't know where that comes from, but you could go work. You could go do some things. You understand? Keep reading.
Can faith save them?
Can faith save them? So you got faith, you got works. Can you just have faith and all the cancer's going out your body, huh? Without any treatment? You could just have faith and just get money pouring into your bank account, huh? So our brother said, man, he had his church praying for the offering. They had some stupid saying, man, and they were saying that God, they were having faith. Jesus. They were having faith that they would just start receiving rebates in the mail. They would be receiving notifications that they were in some lost relative's will somewhere. Huh? Maserati, you were with me. I showed you this, right? They have faith that they were going to just get lawsuits and win lawsuits and just get money, right? Like all types of just the money come to me right now is what they would say at the end. All this faith, man, is just going to pour in. You could go get a job. You could prove yourself to be, valuable on your job. You understand? You could work to receive a promotion. You could change your behavior, change what it is. You sit around the house all day, don't got a job, and money's just gonna pour in. That's not how it works. So, can faith alone save him? This is a question. Go ahead. Verse 15.
If a brother or sister be naked.
If a brother or sister, all right, they're naked. That's a rough position to be in. This ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, when the mood is right. This is talking about you're down to nothing. You have nothing. Go ahead.
And destitute of daily food.
Daily food. Hungry. You're poor, man. This is poverty, right? So a brother or sister, someone, not you, someone you see, your brother or sister, clothes all torn up, starving. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And one of you say unto them.
And then someone says to them, like, this is what you're going to tell the brother that doesn't have any clothes. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have any food. He is in extreme poverty. This is, go ahead. Someone says to him,
depart in peace.
Yeah, all right, go ahead, man. Peace. Shalom. Shalom. Lord be with you. Go ahead.
Be ye warmed and filled.
Be ye warmed and filled. Like, okay. Be warm means here. All right. Be ye warmed and filled. It's like, you got to think about it like this, right? In the wintertime, if you're outside, how do you get warm if you're outside? What do you got to do? You got to put clothes on, right? You got to put clothes on to get warm. How do you get full? How do you get filled up if you're hungry? Oh, yeah? You eat something. So you see somebody who's cold, shivering, no coat, you understand? And they're starving, stomach growling, this and that. And you're going to tell this person, just be warm and be full. You get what I'm like? Be warm and be full. Just be warm and be full. Like, keep reading. This breaks it down beautifully.
Notwithstanding ye, give them not those things which are needful to the body.
So you don't give them the things that they actually need to get warm and to get full. You don't give them the clothing. You don't give them, the sandwich or the fruit or whatever. You don't give them the food. You just tell them, yeah, just be rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, be rich. And don't give them the actual things that they need to do it. Go ahead.
What doth it profit?
What doth it profit, man? What good is it? You understand? What good is it to go and tell a person who is sick in the hospital, be healed? Huh? They come up to this one joker, man. They come to this pastor, man, and they come up there talking about, oh, I got glaucoma and I can't see, he touches them on the head and, oh God, I can see now. Or I got this back pain. He said, oh, be healed. Literally, be healed. That's what they say. Be healed. Be healed. I really want this car, man, but my credit's horrible and I can't afford it. Don't worry, you got that car. Huh? I really want this house, man. I really want, this, tired of living in the same old ghetto, this and that. I want to go move over to where, all the white people stay, in the big mansions. Don't worry, come on up here. Huh? You got it. What doth it profit, man? What good is that? Read that verse 17 from me.
Verse 17. Even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead.
Read that again.
Even so faith.
Even so, faith. Go ahead.
If it hath not works.
If it hath not works. If you don't do anything about it, if you don't do the practical things to address the issue, to fix the problem, if you don't do the things that can be done, what is this? What is this type of faith? It's what? It's what? The Christian church is what?
Dead.
Everything that they push in there is just dead. It's no wonder. You understand? It's no wonder we remain in the condition that we are in, behind a solution that's dead. We don't get to just wish our way out of oppression. You understand? We don't get to, that's not how it works. The Lord says that when a man's ways please him, please the Lord, he'll make even his enemies be at peace with him. That's what we got to do. That's the solution. We got to please the Lord. We got to go back. We got to obey the Most High. We got to turn back to his law, statutes, and commandments so that our oppressor won't even be able to be an enemy to us and to gun us down in the streets, you understand? And to keep flooding drugs in our communities and using all these tactics against us, you understand, to further destroy us. The homosexual agenda, the feminist movement, you name it. All of those tactics won't work. He'll have to pretty much come clean, you understand, and get the hell off of our necks. But it doesn't work just going to the church and just wishing that everything is just okay. Everything just gets better. That's not how it works. You understand? So we got to turn from these fables, man, turn back to the truth. The truth is that every so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American has to turn back to the Most High if we hope to have any chance of getting out of the condition that we in and improving the lives of ourselves, our brothers and sisters, our families, and our nation as a whole. Everybody understand that? All right. So we're kind of short on time. So with that, I'm gonna pass the class to Priest and Officer Maserati Yala. You got the announcements for you? No, I'm sorry, Christ. I'll just leave this up here. Hey, Shalom, Israel.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK under command of General Yohana. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There are another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in Hebrew, Ma'aseh. 10% of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the New York Cookout, will be held August 28th. We also have the Memorial of Blowing of Trumpets, which will be held Sunday, the 25th of September, 2022. And with that, we're going to give a courteous salute to the teacher, Men of Israel, Amadium, which means stand. Amadium Shabbat. Amadium Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahya Matan. Matan means hands down. Sar, turn to the sisters. Sisters, Amadium. We're gonna give one courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadium Shabbat. Amadium Barak. Yahweh Shamar al Thabah Hashem Yahshua. Yahya Matan, hands down. Class dismissed.
Excellent job.